What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 Atlanteuropa AI only battle. It's about to be turn 240. It's getting interesting. There's a few of the weaker civs dying off. Germany just suffered a very heavy defeat at the hands of Poland, which is not really good for anyone. It's great for Poland, I guess, but for everyone else, that's a real kick in the face. Not what they were hoping for. But the Netherlands may be about to lose the city of Rotterdam. It looks like France are involved, but I don't think they are. I might be wrong. They probably are. The UK definitely are, which is always a blow. But yeah, we're still trying to figure this series out. Sorry it's a day late. My planning sort of revolves around the fact that nothing else pops up in the day, and stuff obviously does, and I get behind. A little bit behind. So it's a day late, but that's the best thing about spare days. Like when there's no spare days, it's really hard to catch up. But when there is gaps, it means, missing a day isn't like properly missing it. I can just upload it the next day and it's fine, and you'll still get something on Wednesday if I figure out what it is, if I can be brave enough to try playing as the Timurids again. Basically, we'll see. But yeah, this game is pretty exciting. The turns are taking ridiculously long. We need a solution. The problem is there's two extremes and neither work for us. I don't know if that makes sense. This format we're in right now is probably too long. Maybe not for you guys, because as I've said before, you can pause it, break it up, watch it over the whole course of a week. Obviously, I guess I could make it over the course of a week. That'd be very awkward, but I could do like 10 minutes a day. That would probably destroy my will to live, because the game takes 15 minutes to load. Maybe not 15, about 5 minutes to load. Loading up to play for 10 minutes would be pretty soul destroying. But yeah, it's taken a long time. This is the slowest of all time. I don't know what it is about this game. I don't know if it's the extra land we've added in, or something going on. Maybe one of the AIs might be broken. I don't know. Novgorod have a history, I think. Potentially. I don't know. It's all Venice's fault, basically. It's the first time I don't spectate as Venice, and somehow they survive, but they're also breaking the game. I call that's what's happening. But yeah, compared to a world game, this is going ridiculously slow. And that's kind of weird. Wasn't expecting that, to be honest. So it is weird. Not sure exactly what the cause is. Look, we have been on Greece's turn since the start of this episode. There might be... That's not good. That's a bad sign. But obviously the pure highlights thing, obviously I don't want it to be too short. 5 minutes a week where I just say this happened in this 100 turns is not enough. And also 100 turns physically takes so long. I'm not going to... Obviously I make it... You could sit here and watch it for 4 hours straight. I simply don't have the time to do that. There would be no other videos on the channel. I would come home from my job and just stare at the computer screen for a few hours, and that would be it. And obviously there's some glaring issues with that. So obviously that's something that needs to be considered. So neither extreme is actually that desirable. It's not like there's a quick fix to this series. And it is concerning that Civ 5 is just gradually getting slower. I don't know. It might be my PC. But, we are using... When did we use the 50 Civ mod? Which one was that? That wasn't the Teams one. Maybe... Okay, I think it was the Teams one. I never know. I think it was the Teams one that we used 50 Civs. There was one other before that. What was before Teams? This started so long ago, it's hard to tell now. Teams, yes, Teams are only okay, I'm just looking at it now. I don't know if I'd put anywhere in the title 54 Civ. It wasn't this slow. I can guarantee you that. So it's a bit weird. I don't know what's going on, but that's the position we're in. I'm not scrolling around much right now because I'm just trying to focus on talking, not messing up. We're 4 minutes in. I want to see how long... I'm going to time the next turn. Obviously, this one started... I know it's been about... Okay, that's a bit of a dumb argument. Yeah, I guess it's over 4 minutes just. It's probably minus 20 seconds off the timer that I've set. So, let's see how long a turn takes, because I just don't know how to do it. I could do a watch... I'm thinking doing every 10 turns and saying what happens, but again, I need to see it. It's such a big map. I could not tell you the small changes by not being here. And that's obviously an issue, because sitting here and talking gives me something to do. Spectate, make it an AI only battle, but if I'm not here, then it's all. If I'm just sat here in silence watching it, I mean, this doesn't make for the most entertaining TV. It's not very fast paced. It's very, very much less fun when I'm not talking over it, providing storylines. But it's so difficult. I don't know what to do. I don't think there's an answer, which is the issue. But it's painful. Obviously, I'm not just going to cancel the series because it's taken too long. I just need to figure something out. I'm sure we'll get there in the end. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't know why it's slowing down. I assume obviously the game's getting older. I don't think that really. If anything, that should make it quicker, right? Like everything around it should be speeding up. Obviously, my PC is now 3 years or so old, so that might be, slowly being pushed to its limits. But we have definitely had bigger series than this, run better than this. So I don't really know what it is. There we go. Click next turn. Okay, so 6 minutes per turn. So in an hour, we're only now going to be covering 10 turns. That can't be that. If you made a graph, that is so bad because the last episode was 20 turns, I think. So that means it's got 50% worse just by me closing the game, which is something that happens a lot in Civ actually. If you close it and open it again, it gradually does deteriorate. I don't know why, but if you just leave it running from turn 1 all the way through to the end, I imagine it would be a lot quicker. I don't know why that is. But yeah, there we go. Fun debate on why the speed of Civ 5 for about 8 minutes. Pretty good. Killed some time. There isn't much going on. I say that. This is going on, but it's not huge. Greece, why do you take so long? The mountains just confuse them too much. Maybe I should just remove all territory? All terrain. We just have a flat land battle. But yeah, we need a better structure. That's what I'm saying. We need something that suits me. Obviously, I don't have a lot of time. That is the issue. Like, it sounds bad. Obviously, those of you that know from like OGs on the channel, you'll know when I'm at home. I'm not always at home. I can sometimes, where my PC is basically, I'll sometimes be at my other parents' house. They're separated, so that's already a big issue, right? I don't have a PC, so half of the week I can't do anything. I'm just sat at home responding to comments, basically. That's all I can do while I'm away. I can't even, there's been times where I've made loads of videos for the week and for some reason my thumbnails didn't go on, and I've had to just say nope, no videos this week or whatever, or no thumbnail videos for videos, because there's nothing I can do without my PC, which is at another house, which sucks. And then obviously now I've got a job as well. It's forced me to do stuff in the evening, and you always think you've got a lot of time in the evening once you've eaten and then considered how long this takes to edit and upload. You're like, it is 4 o'clock in the morning. Great, let's reconsider. So yeah, we'll see. But it shouldn't be I feel like it's good to talk about it. I think it's better to vent it all out than to build it up and then just get frustrated behind the scenes and then one day just cancel it because I'm so annoyed at it. I think, okay, so the UK is definitely putting in some work here. Also, nearly lost my voice at the weekend, so if it starts to go like that, it's just me throwing the towel in. We'll take a few days off, regroup, we'll try again next time, boys. That's what we'll do. We'll call a white peace, we'll come back in 10 years time, get it done. But France going after Rotterdam. Also, obviously, I don't know how these highlight. Obviously, you probably all know who I mean, right? Drew Durnall. How he does it, I so much respect, because I assume he does watch it the whole time, because he always has the highlights. And that, obviously, if I just sat, if I went somewhere else and just left this to record, I would only get one bit of the screen, which is obviously a huge issue, because, what if something happens elsewhere? So he's obviously not doing it afterwards. So that is, I don't know how they do it. That's beyond me. Huge respect to the people that just editing in general. I just use Movie Maker. I literally line the sound up with something I do on screen so that I can see where they match, and then play with the sound a little bit sometimes if I'm a bit quiet. That's it. That's pretty easy for me. Windows Movie Maker does the trick. Nothing too complicated. There you go, Ireland, into the industrial era. That's what you need. Maybe I could use this time for self-improvement, maybe. Maybe we should try and do something else while we're watching. But there we go, a city did fall. Strangely enough, I think that's the second time I've seen that fall, because I tried one turn of this and something came up and I had to stop. So, took Babylon, oh, sorry, not Babylon, Armenia a little bit longer to take it this time, but they did it either way, and that is Damascus for them. And we'll see if they can take more of Babylon. They're in a good position, Armenia. If they took all of this, that would be pretty scary all of a sudden. And that would have to make someone like Egypt consider their own position. They look pretty strong. They are very spread out. They've got to be careful. I have no idea what they're doing here, by the way. Probably going after Austria, but it's been so long. And by the time, it'll probably be the end of the episode by the time they make it to where they need to get to. So let's not get too concerned with it immediately. Armenia v the Ottomans. I'm completely lost at this point. I know there's like, I don't want to say memes is a horrific way to describe it, but I know there's like something between the Ottomans, but I think it's Albania, not Armenia. But maybe it's both. I don't know. The Ottomans were pretty bad people in general. From the sounds of it anyway, you know, just watch EU4, you can gauge. They were pretty bad. So, yeah, I assume Armenia and Albania were among many who suffered. Although I think one of them was more recently. Can be honest, just own up to it. I have no idea. But there we go. There's some like reverse, maybe some revenge for the Armenians, who may or may not have been, I don't know, unfairly done. But let's move on from this topic. Let's move on swiftly away to the failure of Greece to invade this mountain town. It is 12 minutes. Okay. This is a disaster. 10 turns per an hour. I'm just trying to work out like what is a sustainable way to figure this out. The normal end point for us is turn 400. Like that is usually where a game ends. We're at turn 240 right now. So assuming there is no more decay in speed, then 10 turns would be, that'd be 16 weeks. That's 4 months. That would put us in, we're in late, there's 1 week left of June, so it'd be 1 week left of July, 1 week left of August, 1 week left of September. That would put, have I missed a month? No, I don't think I have. That would put, means we would finish a week before Halloween. That is if the speed stays the same. Okay, you know what? I was trying to play this off, and oh my, I was trying to play off the magnitude of this situation, and now it has hit me full on in the face. What on earth do I do now? That's like a real dilemma, and we're mid video. This is fantastic. This is real content. This, I don't even know what to say. We don't swear on the channel too often. There's the odd. It's normally in Let's Plays when I get annoyed like that. I don't think I've ever really done it. I don't know why. Like this is just a whole nother dilemma. Like I swear, you know, pretty frequently. Normal life. This sounds like a weird flex, doesn't it? But you know, I do. Everyone does, or most people do, I guess. I don't know. Everyone has moments, right, where you just get annoyed. And with certain people, your friends maybe, it comes up more frequently. And there are some words, by the way, that when you're an adult, and this is my theory, it's just the swear word it sounds more serious. Like, you know, if you're a fully grown adult and you say you need to go for a poo, there are some issues there, I think. Obviously, the simple way out of that is to say you're going to the toilet. But that, when you're just with the boys, you know, you just need to go and take a... Now I don't want to say it because it would ruin the whole thing. But you know what I mean. It just sounds better to to say a word beginning with S. I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm completely wrong. But that was not the point. We are so screwed. Like, I don't know. Like, we, for the first time ever. Not the civs. We. I have the worst case scenario, as always, which is just we pick an endpoint and I run it to it and just show you what happens. Like, that is the worst case scenario. Also, this video, I might cut it now. I might end it now, put it out on Monday so that you can let me know and I can change stuff ASAP. And also, then I can do something on Wednesday because I have no idea what I'm going to do for EU4. The Timurids was the hardest thing I've ever done. I laughed about it and joked as if I was doing it on purpose, but I was so screwed. I had no idea. So yeah, I'm going to actually do that, guys, because obviously that math I just worked out is pretty terrifying. Part of it is because I realised an error in my calculation of the schedule, which is obviously it should have been 2 hours of each game a week to maintain speed. That is something I did sort of miscalculate. Obviously, to get back to normal speed. Obviously, in my exams, I knew I was doing less, but I sort of maintained it at the exam level. But yeah, late October is obviously not an option, and that's the quickest if we keep doing it this way. Highlights is obviously something. It's going to be so difficult for me. It's a big step, and obviously I know you want to see it, and obviously I don't even know how we finish this. Like at this point, like I'm not one of those. I can't leave my PC on in the day. I'm too scared it will like catch fire. Straight up honesty, right here. You know, I've got my mixtape stored on there. It's not going to be pretty if I leave this thing on. But yeah, in all seriousness, I'm going to leave this open. Obviously, you guys, usually the comments do what feels right for me, and that is great, and I love that. That shows how you guys are awesome. What am I trying to do? We're not on skip turn. It's fine. But yeah, I don't know where to go with this. I have no idea why it slowed down like so much. I would blame. There's a part of my brain that's just a little bit scared about one of the civs. But even then, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure they're fine. And obviously removing them would really kill the game as well. Like it would be better to pick a winner now than to just remove them. The civ in question is the one in turn now. Now it's just like it might be completely wrong. It's just I have some weird reason to believe it. Maybe they're broken, but at the same time, probably not. The mods I know are broken. Heads up, anyone. Kiev and Ross, they are broken or were broken. And the Turks, I don't know why. Just broke my game before. I did a Europe game, kicked them both out. It kept going a little bit, and then for some reason I have this fear that Novgorod may have broken it. But the thing is, the other civs are taking ridiculously long too. Like that is the key issue here. So I want some comments. Obviously, you guys usually do provide very useful comments. How on earth do we figure this out? Like the worst case scenario is we just say turn 400 and I just leave my PC running, and in like 2 weeks time or whatever, I will show you it when it is ready. Just work on other things in the meantime. But yeah, this is obviously a key issue for future AI only battles as well. Because this is ridiculous. Like this is so slow. Like some of the recent battles have not been as good. Like I'll be honest, and it's because the gameplay has been slow. But here it's just so physically slow that they're not doing it. I mean, the AI has definitely changed in the last few months as well. Since the native AI battle, the AI has definitely been different. I don't know if aggressive and expansive has maybe stopped working as effectively as it did. Domination only isn't having the impact. Maybe we need to use deity next time. Obviously, this is really difficult in considering what we do in the future, because people had suggested some ideas. Most of them were more like this, where we alter the world map. There was one where I sort of connected all the continents, had land everywhere, so stuff like that is going to be really challenging right now. And sorry this has been a complete drag, but hopefully you understand. Please do be sure to leave some comments. I as much as I love that you do what you think is right ones, I actually am generally asking for help here. Like, come up with suggestions. It doesn't matter how crazy the suggestion is to save this. Like, just make them, okay? It's not, I'm not going to judge. I am going to pick one, but I'll probably end up picking one, but you know, I'm not going to be like, that's a dumb idea, obviously. I mean, I'm stumped. Like, the things I can think of are all like disasters and embarrassing, kind of, for me, to have a series not end properly. Because you guys enjoy these so much, and it really hurts to know that this one's not going too well. Yeah. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. As always, I don't even know. I can't ask for a like after that, to be honest. But, you know, if you're subscribed, that's awesome. Maybe stay subscribed. That'd be nice. Sorry for any disappointment. Be sure to leave those comments, and I'll see you hopefully very soon.